Hello everyone, welcome back to another class with English with Arash. Today we're taking a look at Unit 35, Book Pronunciation in Use, Level Intermediate. The title of the lesson is She Was First. And then we have pronouncing the verb be. So basically pay attention that I didn't say she was first. I just said she was first. She was first. Alright, so here it says you don't normally put a stress on the word are in the middle of a sentence. So this means if are is here, 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 in the middle, you don't put a stress on the word are. Basically, we are talking about, in this lesson, we are talking about be. Now, what is be? Be, it can be am, is, are, was, and where. We are talking about how to pronounce these words in this part of the pronunciation book. So it says when the to be verb, especially are, A-R-E, it is a to be verb, yes. When it is in the middle of the sentence, normally we don't say it that loud, we don't stress it. What does that mean? So let me read some sentences. Roses are red. So I said roses are red. One word that was stressed, of course, was roses. Or this was not stressed, it was more like Roses are red. Then red was strong. So you see that this R was not really stressed. Now I want to play the CD for you. Look at the sentences and listen to the CD. Pay attention to the pronunciation of R and how weak it is in the middle of the sentence. Okay.
B67A. Roses are red, violets are blue, flowers are nice, and so are you. B67B.
Okay, so the CD said roses are red, violets are blue, flowers are nice, and so are you. So you see, stress was not on are in any of these sentences. Now, many speakers pronounce are just as the weak vowel a. This happens in British, okay? Let me give you an example of that. Hello there, I'm good. Okay, an example of that would be this. They are happy. Okay. Now here, in American, of course, you say the re sound. You say they're happy. They're happy. So you might get a little schwa sound, which I talked about. Schwa is the Just open your mouth and say So in American, you get this sound. They're happy. Again, stress is here. They are happy. They're happy. They're at home. They're not happy. They're here. Okay? But here it says in British, sometimes even this R is removed. So if you want to say that in British accent, let's say, maybe you don't even hear the R. So there's no re even there. So you hear something like this. They are happy. They're happy. Something like this. But remember, even in British, if the next word starts with a vowel, again you have to say the R. For example, even this one in British, you have to say the R. Why? Because the next word starts with a vowel. Here H is not a vowel like the he sound, but here A on the tape, this is a vowel. Because it starts with a vowel, you can't remove the R. Hi everyone, welcome. You can't remove the R, so you have to say they are on the table. But basically British people try to remove the R and say there are some books, they are happy, like this. But they can't do it when there is a vowel here right after R. So basically that's what the CD was saying. Let's go to the next part. Here it says you can make the contraction, of course. You can make a contraction. What is that? Contraction is when you say, for example, the car is big. You can say the car's big. Sometimes it is possible to make it shorter, because here we had 4 syllables. Look at them. The car is big. Now when you contract it, you have less syllables or fewer syllables. The car's big. So there's less work here, yes? You don't say the car is big, you say the car is big. But sometimes it is not possible. Let me give you an example. The watch is here. The watch is here. Here you can't really do that. So here it is, the watch is here. If you make it shorter, you say the watch is here. Again, you have to pronounce like 2 syllables. You can't say the watch. No, you have to say the watches. You need the is sound. So sometimes this contraction doesn't help you make it really shorter, but sometimes the contraction helps you, as you see on the top. Yes? Yes, let me take a look. There are some comments, I guess. Yes. Improve your pronunciation. Thank you. Yes. Share the live with your friends if you want. I just don't know why my phone is overheating. Let me. All right. So sometimes it doesn't work. I'll give you more example in the book. The one that you see on the left, it works. So if you say the snow is white, if you make it shorter, you can say the snow's white. However, for grass, it does not work like that. You can't say the grass is green. Again, you have to say the is. The grass is green. Let's listen to some more examples. Oh, what did I do? Yes.
B68. B67. A. Roses are red, violets are blue, flowers are nice, and so are you.
This was part A we listened to.
B67. B.
Snow's white. Your hair's dirty. The road's closed. The clock's broken. Grass is green. Your face is dirty. The bridge is closed. My watch is broken.
And here it says after a pronoun. Pronoun is he, she, it, I, we, you, they. All of them, they are pronoun. After a pronoun, we usually make it the contradiction form. Oh my god, I keep mistaking. Contraction form. So, if your word is, for example, he, it is more likely to be heard as his, not he is. Or nobody might say she is happy, so you might hear she's happy in a normal case, of course. In certain cases you can say she is happy and even put the stress on it, but that's a special case. So let's listen to this conversation. I'm going to play this.
B68. She was first, you were last.
It was hard. She was fast.
You were slow, she was strong.
I was tired. It was long.
So did you hear? Somebody says, sir, sentences that are not clear. Let me test again. So you don't see the sentences? Only for 1 second it was blurry. Now it's okay. Alright, so let me play again. So basically here it says all of these was and were that you see here, all of them, they are unstressed. So it says she was first, you were last, it was hard, she was fast, you were slow, she was strong, all of them. So it says usually was and were in the middle of the sentence, they are usually unstressed. We don't say was or were. Instead, we say was or were. So listen again.
B68. She was first, you were last.
It was hard. She was fast.
You were slow, she was strong.
I was tired. It was long.
So you see all of the words that have the stress, it is you, slow, she, strong, I, tired, it, long. So those was and were are really disappearing. You don't hear them so much. So that's the point. You don't hear was and were so much because they don't get the stress. So here you have some more examples. It says am, is, are at the beginning of the sentence. Usually they are not stressed. For example, is it short, or are you hot, or were they? So all of these starting to be verbs, all of them, they are unstressed. There's no stress on them. Listen.
B69.
Am I right? Am I wrong? Is it short? Is it long? Are you hot? Are you cold? Were they young? Were they old? Is it false? Is it true? Was it me? Was it you?
So in all of them, you see that they don't say am I right. They just say am I right? You get a little schwa sound, and schwa is like am I right? Am I wrong? They don't say that. I mean, this is a very short e. Is it short? Is it long? Or so this one again changes to schwa. I don't want to say are you hot. I say are you hot? Are you cold? And the same here. It changes to schwa. Were they young? Were they cold? Old? Is it false? Again here, I don't want to say was it, because it doesn't have the stress. So I say was. Was it me? Or was it you? And then here you have some more examples. Here it says you don't have to pronounce like a native. You don't have to say am I right? But you know what? You have to understand when they use it. This is the point of the book. If you want to sound like a native, you can do it. But the point of this book is to make you feel better about your listening comprehension. So you feel better. Laura says the subjects were also in short pronunciation. Yes. The subjects, you mean what? You mean this part? You were slow. Yes, of course. These are the stronger parts. Because in another lesson I told you, usually a pronoun doesn't get the stress. Eat, she, you, where. Usually they don't get the stress. But these meanings are very important. You were slow. She was strong. It was tired. I was tired, like that. So yes, good point. Lola mentioned that was a previous lesson we had. We said pronouns usually don't get the stress. So nice. Now it says sometimes these to be verbs can get the stress. So when does it happen? Well, it happens when the sentence is negative. That's one example. For example, you say he's happy. So usually what happens is the stress is not on is, right? However, when you say he isn't happy, then a stress goes on it because it's negative. Usually stress goes there. So here you say he's happy, but then here you say he isn't happy. So one case that it happens, it is in negative form. For example, hey, you aren't teaching. Hey, you aren't sleeping. Hey, you aren't helping me. This negative to be can get the stress. And it is important to know that. And also in short answers. In short answers, usually they get the stress. For example, is he sad? Is he sad? And then you say, yes, he is. So here, is he sad? Stress is here. But in short answer, we usually put the stress on the two on the end. Yes, he is. So here is strong. However, at the beginning, it wasn't as strong. Is he sad? Yes, he is. He is. You say it louder. Yes, he is. All right. So here it also says in some cases, even when to be is not negative, you can say it louder because you want to emphasize. An example of that is this one. That can't be John. It isn't John. I said, wait a minute, it is John. So you actually made a mistake, and now you want to emphasize that it was a mistake. So here you say the is strong. You say it in a strong way, or say it a little loud. So here, yes, is strong. You say that can't be John, it's someone else. Oh, wait a minute, it is John. So here is strong. Now it's time for your practice. Let's go. Here it says, imagine it is British accent and you want to remove the R. I told you, sometimes you can remove the R in British accent, but sometimes even in British accent, you cannot remove the R. An example that I gave you was here. I told you you can remove the R when you have a consonant after that. The re sound can get removed. He, pe, ke, ge, and all of that. However, when you have a vowel, you can't even remove that re sound in British. So even British fails to remove that. However, the second sentence you might hear, they are happy. But the third sentence, you can't do that. You have to say they are on the table. So let's go to the book and practice that. Find all the R's that cannot get removed. One of them is here. Let me show you. One R is here. There are a lot of books. Here you can't remove the R because after that you have a vowel like a, o, these things. Are on the desk, good. Good Lale, are on the desk. So this R also you can't remove it. I mean you can't remove the re, like the re sound, because after that you have a vowel. You have to say R. Good Maria, are on. Hi RNJBR. Are on the floor, good Angel. On the floor, where is it? How did you find on the floor? On the shelves, good Lale. On the shelves. So this R again you can't remove it because after that you have a vowel. So you have to say R on there. Are open, yes, are open is a good one because you can't remove it. I mean you can't remove the re sound because you have a vowel after it. Good Mariam, are open. And on the desk, I think you said. So the ones that you can remove, let me show you some of them that you can remove. One of them is here. You can remove the R, the re sound. And one of them is here. Because after them you have a vowel. You don't have a vowel sound, you have a consonant. So you might hear a British speaker say the awesome trees, the awesome trees, or the awesome pens, like this. But even a British speaker cannot remove the re in the examples that you told me and we circled them. Good Angel. So let's go to the next part. Maybe I can play it for you and you can check. Give me a minute, I played a CD for you.
B70.
There are a lot of books in the picture. Some of them are on the desks and some are on the shelves. There are some trees outside the windows. The windows are open. There are some pens on one of the desks.
So in those examples, there are some pens, but most of them you actually had to pronounce are. So let's go to the next part. Here you should listen and tell me. No, it's not listening at first. You should tell me which of them you can change but it doesn't help. I mean, you get an extra syllable. For example, when you say lunch is ready, you have 3 syllables, and when you make it shorter, it doesn't help, because you can't say lunch ready, you have to say lunch is ready. So again, it is 3 syllable. Lunch is ready. So this is the one that we look for. So teacher, why didn't we choose B? Because B, dinner is ready, 3 syllable. If I make it shorter, I get a shorter sentence. Here, dinner's ready, 2 syllable. Dinner's ready. Dinner's ready. So I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a one that does not change. The number of syllables does not change. So number 1, you tell me, A or B? So you should choose A or B without listening, and then we will listen and check. Hi, some new people joined us. Lawless is A. The house is cold, or B. The room's cold. Oh, Moonlight is here. Welcome. Moonlight says 3. What is 3, Moonlight? You should choose A or B. We're number 2. Lala says A. Angel says A. Mariam says B. So I agree with Lala and Angel, because the house is cold is the answer. But if you remove the is and you say the room's cold, it gets reduced, and then you get 3 syllable. Here you have 4 syllable. The room is cold. If you contract it, you get the room's cold. You have 3 syllable. There is a change. I don't want the change. Good Saadat, A. You set the syllabus. Now, we want the one that does not lose any syllables when you make it short. Moonlight. So let's go to the next one, number 2. What do you think? Welcome everyone. Number 2, let me read. The taxi is here. B, the bus is here. Good, Mehri. B. B doesn't get reduced. Why? Because the bus is here. Even if you make it short, it is the bus is here. 4 syllables. However, the taxi is here, 4 syllable. The taxi's here, 3 syllable. So yes, the answer is B. The bus is here, doesn't get reduced. Good Mariam, good Lale. The next one, the beach is crowded. So some people might be new, they don't know what we're doing. Let me tell you what we are doing again. So if you make it short, you say the beach is crowded. But if you make the other one short, you say the park's crowded. Now, the first one, it has 4 syllables. The park is crowded. Not 4 syllables, because crowded it has 2 syllables. Crowded, that's 5 syllables. But here, the park's crowded. There's 1 syllable here. Parks get mixed into 1 syllable. But crowded again 2 syllable. But anyway, you get 4 syllable at the end, which is different from 5. But here, the beach is crowded. Again, you have 5 syllable. And again here, here it doesn't get mixed into that. You have to say, you can't say the beach. It doesn't work like that. So again, you have 2 syllable here. The beach is crowded, and 2 syllable here. So it's 5 syllable again. We are looking for the one that does not change in terms of syllables when we reduce it. So that's why the answer here is A. So what about number 4? What about number 4? Number 4, let me read. A says, the steak is good. B says, the fish is good. Now, if you reduce A, you get the steak's good. If you reduce B, you get the fish is good. So, good Nahid. Answer is B. The fish is good. Does not change. Good Maria. Number 5, I will read it. A. The meaning is clear. B. The message is clear. If you try to reduce it, A. The meaning's clear. Listen. The meaning's clear. B. The message is clear. So what do you think? As we are doing 4, doing 5, let me do 7. Juice is good for you. Fruit is good for you. The answer is this. Because if you mix fruit and is, you get 1 syllable. Fruit's good for you. But juice and is, you don't get 1 syllable. You have to say juices. Juice is good for you. So yes, 5 is A. No, 5 is not A. Because A, when you mix these two, you get 1 syllable. The meanings. Good Mary, 5 is B. Because message J and Z, they don't match. You have to say messages. The message is clear. So good Nahid and Mehri. Number 6, what do you think? The smell is awful, the noise is awful. The smell is awful, the noise is awful. No, it says B. The noise, yes, good. Because noise, you can't reduce it to 1 syllable. You always have to say noise is or noises. Does not remove. Does not get removed. Good. So let's go to the next part. Here you should listen and tell me, what do you hear? I want to make it easy for you. Angel says 6 is B. Yes, good Angel. Good Maria. Good Shahla. So let's go. Here You have to tell me, is the answer A or is the answer B? You should tell me. And we don't know because, you know, both of them are okay. We have to listen. A or B? So just keep in mind that A is the one on the left, B is the one on the right. So you can comment your answers. You can comment your answers more easily. So now, hi Rasha, welcome. Now I will play it. Give me a minute. Oh no, fuck.
B72. 1.
People are angry.
So A or B?
2. 1.
People are angry.
2. 1.
People are angry.
Rasha, Moonlight, Shahla, Angel. Good. People are angry, but because it gets reduced, you don't hear are, but you hear er. People are angry.
2. Alice was here.
Hi Sajjad, yes, A. What about number 2?
Alice was here.
Angry.
2. Alice was here.
Alice is here or Alice was here? Moonlight says was. Angel says was. Rasha says was. Sajjad, Maryam was. Good. So it's B, yes. Alice was here. Alice was. You don't hear was, you hear was. Alice was here.
3.
Good shot.
Your face was dirty.
Here. 3.
Your face was dirty.
So what do you hear? Your face is dirty or your face was dirty? Good. B. Your face was dirty. 4.
4. The birds were singing.
Your face was dirty.
4. The birds were singing. 4. The birds were singing.
Good Sajjad. B. The birds were singing. The birds were singing. It's a little very fast were. Good Maria.
5.
The books are cheap. Face was dirty.
4. The birds were singing. 5.
The books are cheap.
The books. Good Nahid. The books are cheap. Again, you don't hear the books are cheap. You hear the books are. The books are. The books are cheap. Good Shahla, Rasha, Moonlight, A. Yes, Sajjad.
6. The fish are dying.
What?
5.
The books are cheap.
6. The fish are dying.
Yes, the fish are. Good Angel. The fish are dying. Did you know that fish is plural too? One fish, two fish. So yes, the fish are dying. Next one.
7.
The place was nice.
The place was nice. So what did you hear, A or B? Good Angel. B. The place was nice.
8.
Good.
Paris is nice. 6. The fish are dying. 7.
The place was nice.
8. Paris is nice.
Paris is nice. Paris is nice. What did you hear? Paris is nice. Yes, good, Mariam. Paris is nice.
7.
The place was nice.
8. Paris is nice. 9.
The children are tired.
The children are tired. So you don't hear are, you don't hear where, you hear something short form. The children are tired. Good job, A. The children are tired. The children are tired.
The fish are dying. 7.
The place was nice.
M. Only
8.
good.
Paris is nice. 9.
The children are tired.
10. My friends were coming.
My friends were coming. My friends were coming. So what did you hear, A or B? Good, Mariam. Good, Rasha. B. My friends were coming. My friends were coming. Mariam, Angel, good. So nice. Let's go to the next part. Here you should listen and fill in the blank. First of all, tell me, can you see the screen okay? Because I want to play the CD. Here there is no A or B, so I'm sorry. You have to type it. But yes, good, Omri. 10 is where my friends were coming. Yes, here there's no A or B, so we have to type it. But it's okay. Maybe if it gets long, I'll type some of them. It's clear? Okay. من الان پیوستم. این چیه? What is this? This is pronunciation. Oh, where is the title? What happened? Where is my title? Where is the pinned message? Instagram is going crazy. So now it has the bottom pinned message, so people are not confused. I put it on my Telegram. Okay, let's listen. Oh my god. I always make a mistake here.
B73. Example.
That was my favorite.
1. Is B73. Example.
That was my favorite.
1. His parents are rich.
What did you hear?
His parents are rich. His parents are rich.
Oh, I think this is one of those hard questions. من مبتدی هستم. So send me a DM. You can go to my Telegram and use the basic lesson. I have basic lesson too. Yes, R. I also heard R. I'm not sure, but I think I heard R. Okay.
Was my favorite.
1. His parents are rich. 2.
The birds were singing.
The birds.
Parents are rich. 2.
The birds were singing.
3.
Rasha, Nahid, Good, Shahla, Angel. Yes, the birds were singing. I also heard where. Good, Maria. You can listen again too. I'm actually recording this for my Telegram.
3. The beach is crowded. Crowded. 3. The beach is crowded.
The beach. Crowded. Sajid says where. Rasha says is. Beach is crowded. I think so. Miami is yes. So yes, the beach is crowded.
4.
The children are at home.
The beach is crowded. 3. The beach is crowded. 4.
The children are at home.
So the children. Yes, the children are at home. Again, you don't hear the children are. You hear the children are. The children are. The children are. The children are at home.
5. He was going out at the weekend.
Oh my god, what was that?
The children are at home.
5. He was going out at the weekend.
They are the same sentences with before exercise. No, not all of them, some of them. So yes, he was going, he was going. He was going means he was going, but then you don't hear, you say he was going out at the weekend. And that's at the weekend, it's British. American, we don't say at the weekend, we say on the weekend. So at the weekend is British. Okay, let's go to number 6. I hope you can see, I don't know.
6.
Her dog was called Kip.
Home.
5. He was going out at the weekend. 6.
Her dog was called Kip.
Good, Omri. Her dog was called. Her dog was called.
7.
This car was very expensive.
7.
This car was very expensive.
Yes, Moonlight, good. This car was very expensive.
8.
The drinks are free on this flight.
7.
This car was very expensive.
8.
The drinks are free on this flight.
The drinks free on this flight. Now it says is. What is is? 8? You can't say is because it's drinks. So drinks are or were. So drinks is like different kinds of drinks. Listen again.
8.
The drinks are free on this flight.
The drinks are. Drinks are.
9. 7.
This car was very expensive.
7.
This car was very expensive.
8.
The drinks are free on this flight.
9. The weather was terrible.
Was very.
8.
The drinks are free on this flight.
9. The weather was terrible.
So, how's the weather or how is the weather? Good, Angel. The weather was terrible. The weather was terrible.
9. The weather was terrible.
Good, Parsa, was.
10.
The banks are closed on Saturday.
Free on this flight.
9. The weather was terrible. 10.
The banks are closed on Saturday.
Good Nahid. The banks are. Angel is no. Banks, the plural. So you have to say the banks are or the banks were. Here it was the banks are. Alright, cool. So I want to say goodbye to the people on Telegram. And I stop the recording here.